Hi everyone, my name is Chris and welcome to my YouTube channel where today we are going to be doing the recap of the latest episode of 90 Day Fiancé. And then right after that, I will be filming a second video for the live tell-all with my favorite host and yours, Michelle Collins. I am so super stoked. And there's a surprise at the end of that video. Holidays coming early! If you're a 90 Day fan, I sincerely think you should make your way through both these videos, is what I'm saying. I don't know how to lay it on any thicker for you, that if you care about this show, the surprise I have is big news. Honey, if you are subscribed, thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed to me yet, just go ahead and do it. You're gonna like it. You're gonna like me. You're gonna be into it or whatever. As well as this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I'm gonna deep dive in the second live video of all the cast controversies, but this is just the recap of what was this. Why can't I ever just have it up? So I know. You know, who cares what it's called?
Usually, I'll be honest, I do care what it's called because it'll be some fun joke, but in this moment, I just can't find it and I just can't do it and I just don't know it and I'm so sorry about it.
Okay, so this episode starts with Colt and Larissa. So Larissa just is wearing a South American onesie jumper situation and she's bored AF because she has nothing to do except be in that house with no sofa and two frosty snowmen and one broken slot machine you can't play and one printer. What is she printing? Flyers for missing cats. Anyway, it's really awkward between Debbie and Larissa, and it's just kind of like what is Larissa supposed to do? Just hang in that house and just try and play that slot machine and ask Debbie for free vodka sodas and here, honey, here's a chip for your troubles. So Larissa's let's go get a sofa. And they hit up I don't know, the Las Vegas living spaces, who knows. Debbie has her eye on overstuffed, comfy ass where the cats and her can just get lost in a crease. You know what I'm saying? And Larissa wants something modern, stylish, expensive looking, which I thought at first meant modern, stylish, expensive. She gets there and she just wants which is expensive, not modern, just this really big leather sofa with built-in reclinings and cup holders. And listen, that sofa's gonna be great. It's just different from what she said she was going to do. And then immediately Debbie's oh, we can't do leather cats, honey, leather cats. You know that, leathers and cats don't mix. What happens with leather and cats? They scratch the leather? That's what I'm guessing happens. But don't they just scratch all the shit? I mean, if you just don't put one of those big scratching post kind of contraption, one of those American Cat Ninja challenge.
Jurors, you just have to go through this, up this ramp, up this ladder, and then through this hole, then out through a box, and then down around, and you've seen them before, but they get the cat's energy out, and they get the scratchy out, I don't have cats.
Debbie Downer is just no. And then it was revealed that Debbie and Colt have had the same account, shared account, since he's been 14. So what I think this is a Wells Fargo account that he opened. He went with his mom and then she was on the thing and then they kept it open all that time and that they use it for shared costs. I believe he has his own account. I believe that she has her own account, which later she does talk about in the live. He's going to put in money from the shared account, but Debbie has control over it. And he didn't give that credit card to Larissa. And then in a separate confessional, it's oh, I totally trust my mom with money and I would never trust Larissa. She's gonna buy everything or whatever. And here's the thing, I don't know I'll tell you what she expected. She literally said in the confessional right before they went into the store, Goldie don't give me the credit card yet, but I'm with Debbie and she can buy it. Oh honey, she ain't gonna buy it. She's not gonna give you one shred. And every time she gets something over you, she gonna clock it. She gonna victory dance. It's gonna be we're gonna know it. There's gonna be football style touchdown dance afterward. This is what I think this is practical. Larissa should just send a pic of the couch to Colt, who's I guess at work, be do you like this couch or this couch? This is the price, that's the price. And then have him be A, B, C, no, yes, and then have Debbie buy it. Or even FaceTime. He can take 2 seconds of whatever he's doing to just look at a camera, which is his phone, and pick between couches. They need a couch. And if he's working all the goddamn time, and if they have to get all three of them on, listen, Larissa's always going to be open, and she doesn't have anything to do except be Colt's sex slave, which I knew was coming and was revealed. And I'm upset. Also, intuitive. Also, watch a lot of TV. So then, honey, they're back in the car, and then Larissa just looks at Debbie and she's like, so you pick your Colty up every day, Debbie? And Debbie's like,
every day I take Colt and I pick him up every day.
ah, so cutie. Then, honey, Colt 33 gets in this car and it's all three on the road to hell. Las Vegas. Heat, no AC. That's the road to hell. Paved with gambler souls. Showgirls' tears. And some of their panties that some of the gamblers just use as pillows. Warm, salty pillows. Ugh. And of course they bring up the mattress shopping and like Debbie can't wait to tell Colt Larissa was just gonna buy this couch, like buy this like big ass couch without like even showing you. And Larissa was like, before you even say that, I was just gonna be a surprise. It was gonna be a surprise. Yeah. And Colt is like, well, I would have really liked to have my head in the decision-making process. So I'm glad you didn't do that. It's like, yeah, surprise, surprise, Larissa, Colt is cheap. Also, he's already talked to his mom about this exact situation like 478,901 times today because she's called in to tell him about it. So then Debbie, who's driving, is like, clock one, Debbie. Point one, the Depster. That's me. Ooh, we're driving. But then Larissa and Colt go over to John and Ashley's, like, you know, Ashley Fake Flowers house. I really like what she's wearing. It's like this two-piece with these like very big statement earrings. The statements earrings are, life is a pendulum, honey. And just like it swings your way, it swings back my way. Like, I'm gonna just be honest, I don't understand why Larissa likes Colt with this like clean shaven look. I'll tell you what Colt needs. Colt needs a scruffy beard. He needs like either laser eye surgery or contacts. You see his eyes. He needs like grow out his hair and have it be like, or some sort of hip haircut where it's like longer on top and like shorter on the sides, or has some sort of like product. I mean, maybe just like a compression sports bra. Okay, God bless. I said it, God bless. I could get his score from like a 2 to a 6. A 2 to a 6 is a huge jump. And I don't know what you're thinking, like, you think I'm a bitch about that? Like, I'll tell you my score. At my best, I'm 8.2. This is not my best. I'm on my, okay? There's like things happening in my skin. I'm just doing a YouTube video. I didn't get my hair and makeup done. My hair is like not ever done for these videos. I just like let it just like be what it is. Like people get mad at me about it. I don't give a shit. Like this is my house. I can't like do professional hair and makeup for you. Like my makeup is enough. Do you like my makeup? By the way, I did it for you. So can we just like talk about that? I know that some people care, and the people that care, I love you so much. But anyway, I have a combination of Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk and the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place lip pencil in 04 Rose, and the Charlotte Tilbury in Secret Salma, which I love. And then on my eyes, I went Charlotte Tilbury crazy. It is Dark Pearl for brown eyes, and it's just like kind of a crayon eyeshadow, which you could also use as an eyeliner, but it's thick. And I just bought it because I was like, oh, I have brown eyes. Check. No, it's like, okay, pewtery, purpley. God, how would you describe this? It's like pewtery, purpley. I like what it does to my eyes. I think it like just brings out moments of gold in my like eyes. Not that I have them. I think it like makes them be there somehow. Like it tricks the eye, like one of those like paintings in like the 90s. It's not even a painting, it's like a holograph thing where it's like you would have to like somewhat like cross your eyes and then out would pop something at you. Oh, like I think I'm just looking at the sea, and then like you cross your eyes for a second, a goddamn whale's right there. You're like, oh my God, a whale. You know what I'm saying? And then you would be like, do you see the whale to your friends? And the friends wouldn't see the whale. And then you feel real, real good. Or you're the friend that didn't see the whale. Then you had one or two choices, honey. You could go lie and be like, I see the whale. Yeah, it's right there. It's like there. It's like, hey, that's the eye, whatever. And then you could be the person that's like, I just don't see it. Mom. Okay, just look at my nose and then look at the thing. Then look at the thing and blur my eyes. Cross my eye, look at the thing. Look while I look at the thing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you're too young, this is a very long segment for you. Anyway, going back to what I was saying, Coco Chanel said there's no ugly people, just lazy ones. Or was that Jane Austen? I'm kidding. So then at the table with Ashley and John, Larissa says that Colt just thinks that like all Latina women just walk around like shaking their boobs and their big asses and like just like ready for sex all the time, because that's what he wants. Sex all the time. Nary a day, nary an hour go by where he's not like touching her, wanting to be with her, like he wants to eat with her, wants to be all up in her. And I get that. What has he been doing this whole time that she hasn't been here? Lots of video games and a lot of red tube. And like Larissa can't keep up even. It's like a lot. And she's just like either isn't that into sex or isn't into sex with him. But she's just like, Goldie has a great sexual drive, but not the me. And then like John, his cousin, just like, you're not coming over here to marry my man for a green card, are you? Which, you know, beguiles the Friendly's uniform that he's wearing. It doesn't seem very friendly. Quite the opposite. If I was that auto mechanic, I would change it. Gruff auto mechanics. So the next couple is Steven and Olga. So here's the thing. If you're Russian, you actually say Olya. You don't say the G. I know this because I'm obsessed with Chekhov, and I'm smarter than everyone. No, I know this because I'm obsessed with Chekhov, who's a Russian author. And so they say Olya instead of Olga, but you know, God bless. I'll say Olga. But if you're like a Russian, you want to like tell me something, I know it, okay? It's the middle of the night, honey, and like Olga feels like some sort of happening downstairs, some sort of business, and they like get up, and then like, you know, Steven like gets, you know, her dress, and they're in their matching jean jackets, and they go to the hospital. They get to the hospital, and it's like, they didn't do all the stuff they were supposed to do to like prepare for this. You know, people have like usually like, oh, a whole thing packed. I know moms that have like their luggage like pre-packed like a month before, you know, like everything. Not them. They're like not even sure he can be in the hospital, much less the room. Well, so they're pretty much like, okay, you have to leave, but she's gonna stay up here, and like odds are she might have a baby and we'll see or whatever. And he's like, yeah, but like you have to go tell them. And she's like, pregnant AF and about to drop his kid. She's like, no, I'm not gonna do anything, but I gotta do you see that I'm busy? Do you see what I'm doing here? Do you see what I am up to already? I ain't doing shit. Been doing it. And then he pulls her aside. He's like, I do not want to miss the birth of this baby. And it's like, what do you think she's going to do? Like, to squeeze her legs real tight? Get back in there. Like text the baby and like see if they can like reschedule. He's outside, and this Russian nurse is like a Russian nurse I know very well because I used to get like waxed for years, and they all have the exact same mentality, which is like talk about gruff, but it's also just like business and no nonsense and get it done. I mean, whatever. Steven just keeps being like, if we were in America, you know, we'd be at a cleaner hospital. If we were in America, I'd be in the room. If we were in America, well, you're not in America. Guess what? You're not. Guess what, chicken butt? I also just want to like low-key say this. So she doesn't have any parents? Like, who's showing up to this hospital? Like, where's the mom? Where's the aunt? Where's a friend? I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. So finally the next morning or whatever, he like gets permission after like, I don't know, signing paperwork, and like the Russian nurse being like, well, this is going to take a very long time, you know, because he has like such an attitude or whatever. But he gets in, and then he's like, oh my God, your heart's beating so fast. She's like, that's the baby's. Damn shit. But then we find out the baby's head's real big, real big. Too big, in fact. Too big for that little girl. So what's going to happen is C-section. They have to cut that baby out. I've never had a baby, but I am a C-section success story. I almost feel like I want a C-section only so that I just like can plan it. Feel better with my anxiety. Just get a little tummy tuck at the same time, honey. But like, I fear so much the pain and the tearing, and oh my God. But, you know, and I just feel like, oh, what do you guys think? So now we're at Eric and Lyda. We're in the car making our way from New York JFK Airport to Pennsylvania. Talk about a caravan of immigrants not knowing to where they're headed. Her family starts talking. She's like, oh, they're talking about you. And they're saying that like you look older than your age. But like, you're nice. Then he's like, I don't think I'm robbing the cradle. I think it's fine. And she's like, oh, you're absolutely, I'm 8 years older than your oldest daughter. Yeah, it's weird. Know that. Oh, yes. Okay, so this is a very hard scene to watch because I've already called this out, but like Alice is what they call Alessandro or whatever, is grumpy, tired, in this like long ass car ride with these adults, and he's like tired, just like wants to go hold his grandpa and like be pass out in his arms. And like Eric is having anxiety because he doesn't know how to like talk to this family. So like he goes for his comfort blanket, which happens to be this poor child right now. And like the child starts crying because he's like, I'm already fine. I am doing this. You do you. Whatever the hell who you are. And I don't know you. Try and pry him away, and then he's grumpy, and Grandpa's like, I got it. I got this one. They all like go up to bed. Oh, it's so awkward. I just hate that scene so much. It's like this child abuse. You deal with you. Then in the morning, they like caravan to Wisconsin. I mean, I can't even. What this man thought was a good idea to try and trick people into thinking that he can take care of their daughter up to the standards when I don't know. Okay. So he rents a separate place downtown in Wisconsin where he's gonna have his whole family greet Rich Denisia's family. His ex, they're his kids, his dad, his stepmom. So his peeps, his youngest child, and his ex-wife. Ton, you sure changed your tastes. Yeah. Then we see his, I think it's the youngest child, Jenica, who's thrilled, jumping out of her skin to meet Lita. Can't wait. Both Alessandro and Jenica are having the exact same reaction, decade apart from age, which is just like, get me the hell out of here, this sucks. Then all these people who hate where they are and wish they were somewhere else squeeze onto 2 couches in a very small room. And then Eric has the audacity to have his ex-wife and his new fiance practically sit on each other because he doesn't want to sit in the middle of them. Or just like, dude, what's happening? Papa squat, sit on the arm, half sit on the arm, half like lean. And all those people just sit there. I also like the fact, and I'll give props to Raina, who has quite a different look for Wisconsin than her New York look. You know what I'm saying? She just does a little research or something because she nailed it. But Raina and Lida's mom has had it. Over it. Oh, honey, stick a chopstick in her because she done. The only happy person to be sitting on this couch is like Eric's stepmom, Rebecca, Tom's wife. So Rebecca was just like so warm to Lida when she first meets her. She's like, oh, I already love you. You know, and I really appreciated that. I don't think I've ever seen anyone be so genuine and so loving to someone on the show when they first meet him from a different family ever in my life. Or everyone's always so mean or just cold or weird or like, we'll see about you, hate you, wish this wasn't happening, hi. Rebecca, who doesn't have like really big stock in this, was just like, I already love you. Welcome to the family. Anyway, Lida's pissed that Eric's other 2 daughters like didn't come to this like welcome ceremony. Well, they're pissed you're trying to take away his child support for their youngest sister. So then Eric and Lida decide to finally go over to Eric's house and see place and see what all the fuss is about and really just leave all those people on that one couch staring back at poor Tanya with them sweaty bangs. So Lida goes to Eric's apartment and just really loves it, finds it charming. I mean, hometown appeal and a lot of like real interesting smells. Just kidding, she's repulsed by it. She's like, it's disgusting. There's shit everywhere. There's stuff in the dishes. It looks like a frat house. Looks like a college, 2 college kids living together. It's obvious that no one did anything remotely to make the place acceptable for her or her entrance, which she found disrespectful. I do get that. They go outside of that balcony and Eric, you know, sits in that same chair he always sits in where he twiddles his thumbs while some lady sits across from him and makes him, you know, come to reality. He's twiddling his thumbs and she's just like, I want to go home. This sucks. Yeah. Why didn't you see that one coming? Seems weird that you didn't. Okay, on to Ashley and Jay. So they wake up after their first night together and it's coffee time. And Ashley's wearing super cute, sexy pajamas. I like a onesie. Listen, I love a onesie. Like a jumper, daytime onesie. I love a house onesie. He wants brown sugar. And she's like, sugar in the raw? In LA, like white bleach sugar, like no one has. No one will use that. In LA, like people won't use that, yellow or pink. In LA, people will only use sugar in the raw brown or Truvia or anywhere, whatever the stevia equivalent is, or agave nectar. The white people, I guess, use white sugar. Black people use brown sugar. And LA people use what I've already said. And it's cute, you know, she says she's gonna surprise him. Like, he thinks he's going out for barbecue, which, I mean, barbecue does sound good. But she ends up throwing this, like, big party. And there's, like, other people of color at this party. she found some. I don't know if she always were friends with them or she put the word out or there was like people brought people. I mean, I don't know. I mean, she kept saying there was like no black people where they lived and there's like some people. So it was just like, oh, where'd they get? I'm great. I'm so happy. Good. And Jay just like is so excited. He like throws some back or whatever. He's really letting loose. But then Natalie comes to rear her head, her ombre head, takes Jay outside like a Real Housewives scene and is like, let's talk. And he's like, why did you tell Ashley that I cheated on her? What? Because you cheated on what? That's not how this goes. Why did you cheat on my best friend? Natalie tries to confront Jay, but like, well, that doesn't work out very well for her. Jay doesn't deny that he cheated on Ashley. It's more like, why do you keep making a big deal and getting my business? She's like, because I've known her longer than you and I've seen her get cheated on and I have picked her up off the floor like I've already said. Snot-faced, eyes so puffy. They are sealed shut. Skin so pink with anger. That bleached white hair standing on end like Doc from those Back to the Future movies. And once you see her like that, you can't unsee it. And she's my friend. So that's why I'm forced to say something to you. Also so I can make these 1,000 rubles TLC's production company has promised me. So then, the rest of the party happens. Next morning, Jay wakes up in that cloud bed yet once again. God bless. It's like the kind of bed that like a modern day Care Bear would wake up on. And they talk about last night. And it's just like, she's out, honey. It's me and you now. So then Ashley goes with her bridesmaids to pick up their bridesmaids' dresses, and she's just like, yeah, we don't need that other one. Take that one away. It seems like honestly the best reality game show of my life, where like that's how you like get your bridesmaids. Throughout the challenges, like one bridesmaid dress just like gets zipped up and thrown away, just like, and that's how you know one's been cut from the competition. Honey, TLC. Get to me. Anyway, okay. Also, these women have already bought 2 dresses before for Ashley's weddings. This dress, it was like rose gold sequins. Looks like Pinterest, Etsy, first page. Like the girls want to know what happened and Ashley's just kind of like, Natalie was jealous of my relay, so I had to get her out. There's already like one backup friend that is ready to take Bad Hombre's place, and her name is Brandy, but she kind of looks like Paris Craxon. One girl's like, oh, they were friends for so long. Girl politics are hard, honey. You know, and the other girls like, you know, wait for their tans to like give her validation for making the choice she has by cutting out her ex-best friend from the wedding. Good choice. Yeah, I see what you did. Makes sense. Fernanda and Jonathan. Okay, so it's already been a month in their situation. That tongue thing happened first day, but they cut back to that tongue thing because not much has happened, and see her crying with her mom again, FaceTime. It's just like, yeah, she's real bored. She had nothing to do, like, again, all day long, nothing to do because they can't work or anything. And I always wonder, like, yeah, but they can volunteer, right? Get out there, do something. Be of service, meet people, give back to a community you just joined, or like see what's out there, or donate to the library, or instead they're always just sitting around moping. Are you telling me, Fernanda, that there's not a Color Me Mine studio somewhere and you've seen already all the movies that town has? I feel like Jimena, you know, from like before the 90 Days would have, if she ever made it to America, Ricky, would have been the type to like have volunteered somewhere. I could see her at a soup kitchen. Jimena. But whatever, they go to the beach, they go to Myrtle Beach because like, you know, she loves the beach. And like they go to dinner and he airplanes food into her mouth. She says, I'm not a baby, and like that remains to be seen. He wants to start wedding planning, but she's not met his family yet to stage scene, stage conversation. I really think they're boring. His mom found out they were engaged on social media and she got upset, you know, because Fernanda's young and Jonathan doesn't feel like he should talk to anyone about his decisions or whatever, because I guess he usually makes such horrible ones that people are used to reacting badly to them, and so he's trained them well, and God bless. And then he says his mom's a jealous person, which is a juicy tidbit, and I can't wait to find out more. Love a jealous mom. But they get to the club at Myrtle Beach, honey, and it's just like a drunk fest, except not for her because in Mexico she can drink, but in America she can't. She's young, but that doesn't stop him. See, here's the thing. If you're with someone who can't, you don't. Or you just have one. But really you shouldn't. Or one. You don't have like 5 when that person can't have any. You have the keys and stuff. She's gonna drive you home. You think that like it's attractive for her to see you drunk as fuck as she's just sober younger sis. So this is another like stage scene, right? Where she's just like, don't drink anymore. She gets upset at him. She's like, I'm going to the bathroom. And she goes to the bathroom and like immediately right after that, some blonde just walks up to him and is like taken with him for no reason because either he's not been flirting with her, or they've said not one word, and he's just been drinking in the corner like a weird bar. But she is like into it, honey. Is like repping herself and dancing on him. And he's like, no, I can't dance with you. I have a fiance, you know. And she's just like, a what? And he's like, a fiance. And she's like, what? I don't hear you. You know, and it's like, and then Fernanda comes out and freaks out and pushes her away, and then it's just like crying and screaming and is like runs off. And then Jonathan like half chases her, half doesn't chase her. And then she's like, give me the keys, give me the keys. And then he gives her the key to the car, but then half chases her, half doesn't chases her, and then she just sits in the passenger seat and they cry. And all right, well, great. So Kalani and Asuelu. So I like the scene. It opens with Asuelu. Oh no, what's his name? Asuelu playing with Oliver because you know what? He finally like warmed up to his dad, and they're super cute. It didn't take long. You know, this kid. I'm so excited. The baby was so cute playing with him. Her family may have doubts, but that baby doesn't. So then it's revealed that they're moving into her parents' second house in Utah where her brother lives, and that the parents are going to come be there for the first 2 weeks because she can no longer afford the Airbnb she's been staying because she quit her job for the preparation of him coming and help with the visa, and he's contributed nothing, which they kind of now said, so I get another reason why they're mad at him because he's so poor. He has probably contributed nothing financially, and who knows if he can, and maybe that's the reason why he's out here, like, I can make more money out here to contribute. This is my son. We'll see. I don't know. God bless. But they're at the park, and he's like, are we going to be able to mess around with your brother in the house? And she's like, I don't know. And then Asuelu was like, yeah, she pretty much wants to bone all the time, like 24/7. She wants to bone. So Kalani is going to now have a sit-down dinner with her sister before they leave so they can like have one more chance of a clean slate. And poor Asuelu is like, yes, I would like a chance for her to tell me why she hates me so much so I can apologize and make it right. So then we're at the house and they make some like hors d'oeuvres. It's like cold cuts. She wraps them up in the cheese. You can tell Asuelu's like so nervous. He's like, hello, lady, how are you? You know, his like helium voice. He's like, good. I'm good. Chill. Then he like 3-plate carries their food outside. Like, I mean, he has worked. He could get a job at a restaurant very easily. He's worked in the hospitality game. It is very obvious. A 3-plate carry like that, I bet he can do a 3-glass carry too, honey. I bet he can do a lot. So then Kalani starts sort of like robotically talking at the ground. Like kind of like she did outside of their dinner when she like was trying not to cry to her sister. We're leaving in a couple of days and I don't want it to be weird. And Leanie's like, it's rough that you and my baby won't be close to me. And then it's just like, yeah, it's hard for her because she's been the dad. Like, that's another reason why she hates that guy. Because that guy, like, just gets to be the dad from doing nothing but donating sperm when she's been the one that has, like, helped raise this baby as a sister. But at the same time, you gotta step aside because you didn't make that baby. You will always be like Oliver's favorite aunt. Very close, but come on. Leanie looks at Asuelu and she's like, I was under the impression that you cheated on her. And I want to hear from you what happened. Asuelu says that when Kalani first left Samoa, that she told him that she doesn't like brown guys, that she likes white guys. And Asuelu's brown. So he thought that like she wasn't ever going to come back. You know, this wasn't like a thing. So yeah, like he just did what he had to do. But then at the end, he like Asuelu-boohoos his way into Leanie's heart. She's like, okay, from this moment on, I will accept you. there's like a little light at the end of this tunnel for him, and I'm really excited about it. It's really cute. I'm really happy for him. I mean, that's really it for the end of this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to go ahead and talk about the live, so I will link that above. Go ahead and watch that. You can follow me at Chris L. Farah. The L is for low battery. Low battery is what my thing is saying to me right now. Go ahead and get in these comments, honey. I will get back at you. You know I love it. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, sharing this video. I sincerely appreciate it. I love you all so much. Watch the live video that I'm going to put up. I have a surprise for you at the end. I can't wait. Oh, take care of yourselves and each other. Stand up for what you believe. Make art.